bass was at 7. Alright, so we just got out to this WMA out here. We're going to try to catch some smallmouth bass. It's mid-September. We're super stoked. I want to make a little video. We're doing some preseason scouting and hang some game cameras out here. This is a spot we hunt a lot during the season, and we've killed a handful of deer out here, but we're going to try to get a good deer this year out here, a good buck specifically. I'm going to be hunting a lot with my recurve, also with this compound, but we're super stoked. Early September, we're going to catch some smallmouth, hang some game cameras, do some scouting, and then head back home.
Go out and scout later.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing with my boots. Results from that as a murtage. I think this would be fun to try, or your midnight minnow, because I'm going to go to the midnight minnow at some point, see if I have any luck.
Adds that little pounce and bounce action. Belly frog, pretty KY.
The CFS was at 7.
Nice, dude! Get that one! Nice! Dude!
At first I was oh, it's the day of the goggle eye, dude. Woo. There's another KY. I thought it was a smallmouth. Oh, smallmouth. Smallmouth. Oh, dude, he's a fighter. Yep, he's a fighter. Finally, a smallmouth. He's not huge, but he's a nice one. Woo! Got a smallmouth? Heck yeah, little guy. Finally got a smallmouth. Good fishing hard, man. Haven't really had a ton of luck, but I'm glad to finally land one. Alright, we are unbelievably stoked. Tomorrow is opening day of archery season here in Oklahoma, and Austin and I are going to head to a WMA that we know a lot about. We've got some cameras up, and actually a few weeks ago we put some cameras up, got a couple nice bucks on camera. So don't know if we'll have any luck. It's super early season, October 1, but man, gonna get some smallmouth fishing in this evening. We're gonna camp tonight, and we're gonna celebrate opening day of deer season on some public land. Man, I'm super excited. Stay tuned. Hopefully we get into some good deer. Let's go, dude. The eve of opening morning, dude. What's the plan?
Bug spray from methrin. But yeah, shoot the bows, make sure they're on. Get set up a little bit.
Hopefully we get a nice doe tomorrow, and there's a spot that we've had a couple nice bucks show up on in daylight that hopefully Austin will be able to shoot one tomorrow in the evening. It's a really hard access spot, so we can't hunt it in the morning, but the wind should be perfect for tomorrow evening, so we're stoked about that. Go for it. Oh, did I just Robin Hood? Alrighty, Austin and I shot our bows a little bit, and now we're down at the river gonna see if we can catch some smallmouth on the fly. Maybe we'll catch some off some poppers as the sun gets lower. Alright, dude. Dude, he's a good fish, Austin. Nice, dude. Good fish, dude. Fix some dry freeze meals. Tomorrow's opening day whitetail season, so we're stoked. We caught a handful of fish, not a lot, but just enough.
They were awesome blow-ups.
They were blown up semi-well. Missed a lot of fish, but it was a good time, so we're stoked, man. Tomorrow morning, hopefully we can get a deer on the ground.
1,040 calories, dude. One little pack. 49 grams of protein. Hallelujah.
Dude, I am super hungry. I'm ready to eat.
I was telling Josh, dude, I got enough caffeine in here in my cooler to wake up a dead man. Probably should have brought some more water. But
I do have a ton of water. I have a huge jug.
yeah, straight out the hose. We got some cameras up. We got these two dudes right here. That far one right there, it's pretty good. But this one right here is kind of a webbing kicker, split broad times. Dude, definitely a good public land buck to open up the season.
Yeah, dude, that's a good buck.
Dude, it's heavy too. The body, it's a good buck.
Heavy rack, dude. It's got some mass on.
We put some cameras out not that long ago. I don't know how long was it. A month ago? 2 weeks.
September 10th.
Oh, like 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. And we have, I think, 4 cameras up, and we got bucks on 2 of them.
Alrighty, it's October 1 here in Oklahoma. Austin and I are about to head out, get set up. I'm going to be rocking the one stick today, and then Austin's going to be using my old saddle setup. So we're both setting up kind of just off the road where a lot of deer have historically moved. I'm sitting over a spot that had a massive scrape last year. And Austin's sitting over a spot that also had a whole line of scrapes. So maybe they're using the same trail this morning. We're just going into a spot that we're familiar with, which is nice. So we know what tree to get in and where to go. And this evening we're going to try a new spot that we put a game camera up on, and we're super stoked about it. Had some nice bucks pass through it. So stay tuned. It's going to be a good time.
I need to sleep a wink. But I'm ready.
Dude, I am ready.
Yeah, I can't wait to hunt the pinch point this afternoon. We put a camera up there. And fed bucks and does on it like every single day.
Yeah.
So it's been really good. And I haven't had a lot of activity where I'm sitting at this morning. I think it's just where the camera's set up. But last year, it was about this time I sat out there, and I think I saw 4 different bucks total. And so it's a pretty good spot. At least it was last year. There's a ton of scrapes, a ton of acorns. And so I think we'll get some luck this morning.
We're stoked. Alrighty. I just had 2 mature does walk right by me. I don't know if you can see in the video, but they were probably about 50 or 60 yards. They just walked up the road, so maybe something else will walk out, but we'll see.
Pretty calm morning, first hunt of the year. I was getting set up in the saddle. Within 2 minutes of me even getting up here, that I heard something stop. I still had my headlamp on, and I look over, and there's probably a 4-good horn, maybe a 6-point, just staring right at me, a little buck. First time hunting in the saddle too. Borrow Josh's saddle and see how it is. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty comfortable, but I have ADHD pretty bad, so I get distracted a lot, and I've been moving around a lot.
It's about 10 a.m. I'm gonna start packing up here in a second, but man, it was really cool. Got in the stand immediately, saw those 2 deer, and a lot of just animal movement right at sunrise, but nothing since. Now the bugs are coming out, and gonna need to put some bug spray on soon, but it's a nice chilly morning. It's a great morning, but didn't make it happen on the first sit. But this evening I have a lot of confidence. I think it's going to be a good sit. I'm going to link up with Austin right now, where he's sitting. And we're going to link up, do a little bit of scouting, set up a new camera, and move some of the cameras that we have up to different spots. See if we can see more activity, but we're really gonna see if we can find some good scrapes and rubs. Got 2 scrapes right here. I just moved up and down. She was probably 40 yards. Well, I guess I'll keep my arrow knocked. Just in case. Well, we had some lunch, hung out for a little bit. We're shooting our bows, but here in a second we're gonna head in, try to get an early start, set up in this kind of glade area in this pinch point where we've had some shooter bucks walk through, so we're excited about that. Austin was about to drop back. Right, we just got set up. We're kind of tucked back into this little blind. There's just no good tree to sit in, so we're gonna sit on the ground. We're within 30 yards of where these doe and these bucks have been crossing in this pinch point, so hopefully we can make it happen. If we do, it's gonna be super awesome. This is like super primitive if we make this happen. He's coming back towards you. Dude. It was a good time. Wish we could have got it done opening day, but had some good opportunities on public, so keeps you coming back. Trying to get out of the tall grass. Baker Woods and I are on a WMA here in the Ozark Mountains in Arkansas. We're gonna do a little bit of scouting, see if there's anything worth hunting over here. So we're super excited. I'm gonna get a couple sits in on public while we're visiting my family in Arkansas. It's late October. I think it's kind of scrape time, so hopefully we can find some scrapes, and if I find some promising sign, then I'll set up over here in the morning. Alright, so this road is like a big travel corridor. I had a rub 20 yards that way, 2 scrapes here. About 80 yards farther there's some more scrapes. But I mean, this what it looks like, it might have happened like today. I mean, there's super fresh tracks in that. What? You can see the shavings on the ground. Tomorrow it's gonna be like 43, 45 out here. Crisp cold morning. I think one of the coldest mornings that has happened yet so far in October in the Ozarks. So super excited about that. I picked out 2 trees depending on the wind where I need to set up early in the morning. I'll be in my 1 stick, so I should be able to get up relatively quick. But man, I'm stoked. I mean, that sign was like in the past 48 hours. I would even argue that might have been 24 hours ago. Obviously it could have been at night, but it is scrape season, so I'm super excited. It's October 21st, I believe, or 20th. I think muzzleloader just opened yesterday, but the cool thing about this spot is it's archery only, like no firearms. Now this is crazy. Right at the entrance, look at this rub. That's super fresh too. So there's quite a bit of good sign on this little piece, which is pretty typical with archery only places. It's much harder to kill deer with a bow. Sometimes when your daughter asks you to keep all the acorns she collects, you just got to do it. All right.
The other one?
Yeah, there's a lot more. Be really nice if something like that walked out today, but just got back to this public piece that Maker and I scouted yesterday. I'm super excited. Got my one stick. I'm gonna head to that tree and try to get set up. I'm about to figure out what the wind's doing. There's really no wind this morning, so I think I'm really gonna be dealing with thermals more than anything. But super excited. I think I got a good chance at least seeing a deer. I mean, I think that's a win, especially on public in the Ozark Mountains. But anyways, that was super awesome on public this morning. That doe, I thought she was about 30 yards and shot at her, used my 30-yard pin. She ducked really hard, as you can see, and then I ranged afterwards, and it's like 24, 22, so I was pretty close to what I thought was 30, but I think she ducked my arrow. I didn't hear her crash, but it sounded like my arrow smacked the tree behind where she was standing, so I don't think I got her. That was a lot of fun. I saw a deer, shot at a deer, and after looking at the arrow, I mean, it is super clean. I think I got a clean miss on it. I saw in the video a little bit that I hit a twig, as you probably saw, but I have no idea where the arrow went. It feels like, I was using my 30-yard pin on like a 23-yard shot. It feels like I soared it way over her back. I know she ducked, but I'm afraid with this drop away rest that my arrow wasn't even like in the V, but I'll see whenever I get home. It might have just been like just sorted right over the top of her back and she ducked really good, but it was a super good morning. Saw that doe, had a doe blowing behind me, a doe blowing in front of me, and then when I loaded up to get out, there was a deer like probably 40 yards behind me. I think like at one of those scrapes behind me, and he or she blew, which sucked. But the exciting thing is, there's a lot of deer that move through there. Hi, Wayne.
Oh yeah, best time of year, man.
A little bit hot for the toboggan.
Oh yeah, couldn't find my cap.
Let's go get some squirrels, dude. They were on the ground like crazy at my parents' house.
Dude, I'm ready.
I think it's gonna happen, dude. I think we're gonna get at least 5.
Just let Cassie knock the rust off and let her do the rest.
Yep. Alright, it's going.
Oh, big boar. Good. I'd rather kill boars.
first tree of the year. Actually, it's not the first tree of the year, right? Because we were back here.
Of the season.
Yeah, of the season.
Alright, let's go get another. Number 2. It's tough in these leaves. These leaves really make it tough, especially on your dog. But she's cold nose, so she'll smell them up there. It's our job to find them.
Dude, got some squirrels.